It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Just a few games left before the NBA playoffs and the final seeding starting to lock in. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Denver Nuggets. It's been some pretty good basketball lately for the Nuggets. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights as a win here gives them the best record in the league. With the regular season starting to wind down, Kenny, if you're a team that's put up a good fight, but now it's obvious you won't make the playoffs, what's your strategy of the last few games?
Well, you're trying to get better for next year. You want to improve. Every day you're on the court, you want to improve. But you also want to put a good product on for the fans. So you want to have the fans believing next year could be your year as well.
Well, I'm not as nice as Kenny. I want to win now. So the first thing I would do, I got to evaluate the coaching staff. And then I got to decide which players I want back. We're not making the playoffs. Well, I'm not paying any people.
Wow.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip. We send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at that last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role, and that night it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity, everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
So the Clippers win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's George in at the three, the small forward. Pass to Jokic. Coming down the home stretch, Brent, some teams in clear rebuild mode at this point. What are they looking to get out of the rest of the season?
Well, this is all about experience, Kevin, giving guys opportunities so that they go into the offseason with specific goals in mind as individual players to get better at their game. And when they do that, they come back collectively better for the organization. So experience only here as we close out the season for a few of these teams.
Los Angeles on D. Jokic with his screen on Warren. And George, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. T.J. Warren picks one up. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
throw good, Paul George. And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful. Now, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Pass to Dennis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harrington dishes to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Warren. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Denver. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And you know what? Up against the weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
What I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Got a piece of it. Harrington with him. Last game he had 13. Harrington can't get that one to fall.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by George.
And that's where you like to see Oladipo operating, right there around the rim.
Now Harrington taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Millsap inside. He's against Morris. And here is Murray. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
And it's sent back by George. Oladipo outside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, you combine quickness and explosiveness for Victor Oladipo on display right there. Tough to contain.
Clippers trail by 6. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
When you watch Oladipo, you just like his explosiveness. Every moment he can come out there, he's got some room to get to it. He could take off on you and make something extremely exciting and athletic happen. He's streamlined his game a little bit, so when he's not playing in a hesitant mode, he becomes that much more impactful.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now, here's Brogdon. And the rejection by Jang. On the wing, Batum. Covered by Beasley. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Brent Oladipo, as you said, can just be a ball of energy out there on the floor.
I like the fact that Oladipo is honing in on his skilled shots. Still trying to figure out exactly what he does well, but he can't be passive. He's got to be aggressive. When he makes those kind of decisive plays, it ends up helping him and his teammates more often.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So often nowadays in transition, Brent, we'll see a guy get to the rim, then kick it out to someone standing at the 3-point line. What's your feeling on that?
Kevin, who's at the three-point line?
Well, let's say Brent Barry's out there.
I'm more than okay with that. You know, so some of the guys, Kevin, in the new age are running to the three-point line, and as the ball gets to the rim, yeah, the modern-day fast break is not your classic 3-on-2, and we're going to take the wings coming in, and we're going to feed one guy for a layup. That first available wide-open three-point shot, whether 2 seconds into the possession or 12, is something coaches are willing to live with.
Problem is, though, sometimes that big wants to run and does run, but you don't reward him, and then maybe they don't run the next time down.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have a big guy working that hard. Problem is, in today's game, some of those big guys are also running to that three-point line.
You're exactly right. There's the dish to Harrington. Gallinari in the corner. Zhang, a screen. Gallinari on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batting. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Thompson, a screen on Gallinari. Washington passes to Thompson. Gallinari with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Harrington kicks to Batum. Zhang with the screen for Gallinari. Over Washington. Offensive rebound. Zhang. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Beasley, the pass to Yabusele. Kicks it out to Beasley. Bangs on the trifecta. Beasley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Zhang, a screen. Harrington. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Denver leading by 7. So on the floor for Denver. They've got Tristan Thompson. Beasley is out there with Brogdon. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. And Thompson throws it down.
Thompson's so good at setting the screen, recognizing space. Great timing on the roll that time.
Harrington kicks to Batum. He feeds it to Gallinari. Back to Batum. And there's the pass to Gallinari. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, the D is aware of Gallo's jumper, but not on that possession.
Here's Brogdon. Thompson, a screen on Harrington. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Clippers trail by 8. And Brent, when you watch Tristan Thompson pursue offensive rebounds, he's constantly battling for position inside.
Well, he toes the line a lot with what he can get away with, but more and more the experience on the court and who it is that he's playing against does a great job of predicting where shots are coming off, finding angles on the inside, and being in great position to make easy scores.
Rogged in the pass to Thompson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Batum against Beasley. Jang with the screen for Batum. Gallinari left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gallinari's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Hey, Brent, you made the NBA playoffs in your second year. Talk about the mental preparation that goes into one's first postseason as a player.
I think it's always a special time, Kevin, just because of the unknown factor. And at that time, it was the Clippers, my second season, a team that was very young and inexperienced. And so it was all fresh and new. And the biggest challenge for any coach in that sort of predicament is to make sure that players are on task and focused. We certainly were not. The Utah Jazz took care of us, and that's because of one John Stockton and Karl Malone.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Oladipo. Hey, Brent, with the size and speed of NBA athletes, could we see the court widened out at some point, whether it's the lane or even the boundaries widened?
That's a great question, Kevin. I often thought that the league should widen the court to the point where the 23-9 three-point line should be an exact semicircle.
Is the same, yes.
Which would extend the court another couple feet on each end and create more space, more driving opportunities, more room to watch the greatest athletes in the world do what they do best. That's run, jump, pass, and entertain us. So maybe the league looks at it. Right now, I don't think there's any plans for it, but it's a great question.
Levine kicks to Johnson. Clippers moving the ball around. Oladipo dishes to Murray. Oh, that's blocked. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside, Levine. Here's the screen. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Oladipo for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Slowly and steadily improving Oladipo, a good three-point shooter, making him more well-rounded as a threat.
Clippers trail by 10. Outside, Levine. Johnson with a screen on George. Kick out to Levine. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Millsap a screen. Oladipo, the pass to Jokic. From 11 feet away. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
So nice for a coach to look at his center as a capable shooter. Jokic is just that.
1:44 left in the first half. Batum, good.
At least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Oladipo outside. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. That misses off the backboard.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Back to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one.
No way. I mean, just beautiful.
Oladipo showing you just a bit of everything tonight, aggressive in his attack.
Clippers trail by 6. Batum with the ball. He's got 9. The feed to Levine. Back to Batum. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Levine against Oladipo. And the Clippers have possession. Levine against Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Levine kicks to Harrington. The shot misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Cross, and he banks in the layup. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunity.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor, you ignited the team in the first half, but what do you need to do better in the second half?
Defense. We just got to do a better job defensively, including myself. I got to lead the pack defensively. I think when we do that, we're effective. We're a great team on offense. When we move the ball and we share, we're a great team. Defensively, we got to tighten up a little bit, and we're going to do a better job of that in the second half.
We will see, Victor. Thank you for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
I can't believe how many times he was able to get into the lane and then use his athleticism to give us a show.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Denver leading by 8. We've got Markieff Morris, also Warren out there, and it's Levine at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Murray dishes to Millsap. The wide open look here for Oladipo, and it's off from 3-point range. Now here's Harrington. He's covered by Murray. They get it again. Kicks it to Harrington. Morris a screen. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on George.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Free throw good for Morris. Brett, what about moving without the ball? Who are some of the guys that, beyond just doing it, do it with great effectiveness?
The first guy that comes to mind is J.J. Redick. Old school, in the vein of Reggie Miller, running off of multiple screens with those scattered short steps to get himself on balance, square himself up, and knock shots down. J.J. Redick, Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, great players who really, in the dying art of scoring off of the screen, have tremendous fundamentals.
Rip Hamilton, too, would always run around and take advantage of those screens, and I can see him running in my mind's eye right now.
Great call, Kevin. I often read the back of Rip Hamilton's jersey because I could not catch up with the guy.
Here's Jokic, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Move shots.
And he can't get the first one.
The interesting thing about Jokic and his incredible talent is how much the offense changed around him. I mean, coaching staffs are looking at him now as a pivotal point to the offense to make plays and also score.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Beasley's checked in. And he's good on the second. Clippers trail by 6. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Harrington, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
And the first one drops. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And so he's able to get one of two. Levine kicks to Zhang. Pass to Morris. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Millsap a screen. Here's Murray. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Harrington, the pass to Morris. Warren on the wing, trying his luck deep. That one doesn't drop. And Denver the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. And George kicks to Murray. To the paint. Jokic inside. Zhang defending. That one drops for him.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Yeah, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now Harrington. Here's Morris. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Morris has got 11 points.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Siakam is checked in for Morris. Gallinari comes in for T.J. Ward, and it's Batum in for Zach LaVine.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Harrington kicks to Gallinari. Back to Harrington. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Harrington's got 4 this quarter.
He's just so good from out there, even when the defense is tight.
Pass to Yabusele. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Batum. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Beasley. From outside the arc. That shot missing. Clippers trail by 4. Dishes it to Gallinari. Beasley against Batum. Gallinari outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Beasley outside. Inside. Batum with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Harrington. It's deflected. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Thompson passes to Yabusele. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Over to the left wing. Beasley with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range. Beasley's got his second basket of the night.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Harrington the screen. Here's Batum. The good-looking shot from the wing. Batum's got 13. The Nuggets leading by 3.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can. Now he's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Harrington. They set the screen. Jang a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Harrington. Harrington's got his second bucket.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Here's Beasley and the rejection by Jang. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Nuggets ahead, up by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Clippers trail by 3. So on the floor for Denver. Oladipo is out there with Murray. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Cox in at the 5. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
LA has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. And here's Batum. Dennis passes to Levine. Clock at 6. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Levine's got the fourth quarter started here with buckets for Los Angeles. Outside, George. Back to Murray. Oladipo against Batum. Millsap kicks to Murray. Here's Cox. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside, Levine. He kicks it to Gallinari. Over George. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
It's tipped. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Gallinari wide open, and it's all evened up.
And he's really mastered the catch and shoot as defenses try to close out. Hard to guard.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Here's Murray. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Levine kicks to Morris. Gallinari with it. George picks him up. George against Gallinari. Banked in off the glass. Gallinari's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Millsap a screen. Here's George. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Yeah, competing hard down the stretch. He wants the ball. That time, he delivers.
And he's a dangerous scorer in general, but there he zeroes in on what matters most.
They now take the lead. And it's 8 points for Zach LaVine.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
There's the pick. Here's Murray. No good. Shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Pass to Dennis. Kick out to Levine. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Los Angeles calls timeout. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And he can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some harsh words for his team during the break. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, "This is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game." Back to you.
Free throw good, Levine.
You really relish these moments, and he loves those pressure situations.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Jokic sets the screen for Oladipo. That's tipped. Now, here's Harrington. Lobs it up for Levine. It's stolen by Oladipo. And George with the stuff.
Well, that's just sweet passing there for Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Harrington dishes to Morris. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. For Denver, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Millsap a screen on Levine. Here's Oladipo. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
Confidence shown from Oladipo. He wants that shot in that moment.
Here's Harrington. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 2. And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Oladipo.
Oh, man. Yeah, Victor Oladipo does not mind having the ball in that kind of situation. Outstanding at finding ways to score in the clutch.
107 left in the fourth quarter of this one. They set the pick. Morris a screen. Warren against George. Shoots from 12. And the shot no good, a bit short. Oladipo against Levine. Millsap a screen. And Oladipo kicks to Murray. Now, here's Jokic. He's tightly guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oladipo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. T.J. Warren picks one up.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shot.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Feeds it to Levine. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Here's Denver now. Outside, George. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Millsap a screen, and Oladipo kicks to George. The 3 won't fall. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Oladipo. It falls!
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.